So, hey beauties, how are you? Welcome back. So, this week I've been talking about our foundation. And, that spurred a whole bunch of memories. And I write about it in my newsletter. If you're watching this attached to that newsletter, you'll know. If not, then please head to the website and sign up to get that. You can also get a free gift, which is awesome because it's a tapping guide for stress and anxiety and any other negative emotion. That also includes the little short videos on how to tap and what it is. So if you need a refresher, you just want to learn. But today, I realized, well, I have had that word foundation in my head for many different reasons. And it's a funny one that I write about in the newsletter. But also, even just doing our makeup, at some point in time, we kind of go, oh, I need to even out my skin tone or something. Um, and as a hairdresser years ago, one of the artists who taught us some different techniques for haircutting used that analogy of a house, building the foundation and the layers and all the different angles within the haircut. It was really pretty cool. So in my book, The Woo Woo Way, I use that metaphor for renovating a house to represent that invisible energy system within our bodies. And yeah, we have this crazy energy system. And the energy centers called chakras are responsible for moving that energy around and allowing us to be our true selves. And often we struggle because those centers or chakras are weak or blocked. So today I just want to talk about the foundation or your root chakra, the first chakra. The first chakra is our body itself and everything solid around us. So the chair we sit on, the floor we walk on, our home, apartments, condos, townhouses, whatever they are, that is our foundation, literally. It is why when we move, it's so traumatic. Yes, the process of it is traumatic, but our inner being really struggles with that move and that security. So, we have a lot of stresses right now, and I wanted to talk about that and do some tapping with you if you'll follow along with me. And as you may know, I do have some other videos on YouTube, and I've done some other classes. And I'm working towards doing some lives where we can tap together, and I hope you'll join me there and spread the word, where we just do some down regulating of our emotional responses to things. Because, we are all in this collective fear over our safety and our security, being safe on this planet. The climate and the weather and the things that are happening from huge storms and fires and earthquakes. And now it looks like this might be this giant volcano erupting. So there's so many things there. So many people suffer just from that. And then we look at the wars in the world and the suffering, and it's just so disheartening and sad. And then we have the political discord and like the factions in our country alone that don't even want to talk with each other, let alone our government do that and get something done. So it's really kind of scary times, and we can just be observing it on our televisions and phones, or we can be caught up in it, in that chaos and in that unrest and upheaval. And we worry about the future for ourselves and for others, children and grandchildren and the rest of the people that are coming behind us. So there's an additional stress that piles on at this time of year as we strive to bring each other a sense of joy and of peace. So regardless of whether you celebrate a holiday within your faith, I know there are many, or it's a secular holiday for you, where a lot of us might just celebrate that part of Christmas where, it's the tree and the lights and the gift giving and the songs, right? And they're all intertwined, and it's really pretty cool. I love to observe and see what other people do, other countries, nationalities, and faiths, and how they celebrate at this time of year. Even the winter coming, that's a big deal when winter comes and is celebrated around the world, and the solstice. So to get grounded with me, I want you to tap and express your anxiety, your worries, your frustrations, your sadness, and your loss. Because when you do that, you'll feel this profound release and shift in the energy within your body and get a stronger foundation to help you get through this time of year and through the worries. Because we are often so worried about things that have happened in the past, kind of, ruminating about the past, and then we worry and have anxiety about the future and all this what if. So if we can get present in the moment, the fastest way we can do that is tapping. It's clinically proven to turn off that fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, people pleasing, all those things. It buffers that down so you can think clearly and make decisions and move with grace. And it doesn't mean it's not coming back, that you're not going to feel these different emotions again. But as you begin to realize how they feel in your body and what's happening in your mind, you just stop and do some tapping, even on one point like this. So let's look at that. What happens when you're worried and anxious and afraid or angry, frustrated? We can get into these different triggers. That really potent mind-body tool called tapping really does work. So tap along with me. I'm just going to say the words that are coming into my mind, but I'd like you to also tap along when you can say these words out loud or just to yourself. As you tap, you're moving the energy, and the negative energy within you is acknowledged, and the shift happens. Sometimes it happens really quite quickly, and other times you might not notice it until later. So just tap along. I promise you it doesn't hurt. It's really easy. So I like to just jump right in. I start here with the eyebrow point, at the end of the eye, side of the eye, under the nose, at the chin, on the collarbone, which is at those bumps, come down and out about an inch in that indentation. There's one under the arm, right in line with the breasts, and at the top of the head. So you can follow along with me. If you want to close your eyes and do it, don't know all the points yet, just tap in one place. It's okay. You can't do it wrong. The only thing is that I caution is to just try to get to where those points are. That free download I have on the website gives you a graph that you can see and the video to take you through it. So let's just jump in. What are we stressed about right now? And just repeat after me, and we'll jump from one point to the next. I feel so much stress right now. The world feels like it's topsy-turvy. There's so many things going on. There's so much that I worry about. There's so many people hurting in my personal life, my family, my present life with whatever's happening on a daily basis, sometimes hour by hour, professionally, finances and money. Oh my gosh, the holidays and gifts, buying the food. And I really want it to go well. I want it to be like it was when everybody was growing up and it was so much fun. I want to replicate the good times. I want to bring in some peace. But I worry that it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be good enough. People are still going to have problems. And what if Uncle Harry goes off and we start arguing? Oh, I don't want to think about it. But I have to think about it. There's so much to do. And I get so frustrated. There's so much that I disagree with in the world, and I have no control. No control over it. And that is really, really frustrating. So I'm just going to honor how I feel. I'm going to honor how stressed I am. I'm going to honor that, of course, I would be anxious. And sometimes it manifests in pain, in a headache, in my lower back. All sorts of places in my body can react. Sometimes the whole body just feels achy. And that's bad too. I don't like it. I'm done with it. I want to be better. But now I'm worried about all the food. I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm trying to do good. Trying to keep the weight off or lose it. Or the other way, trying to gain some because I've been so stressed I can't eat. There's too many things to think about. I'm just going to honor that too. That this is a stressful time. And it's also a sad time because so many people have suffered. We went through a worldwide pandemic, locked up in our houses, trying to stay safe with loved ones who were so sick and dying. And now we watch as the world erupts in war, again with destruction and death and sadness and so much anger. How will we ever find peace? So I'm open to feeling a little bit of peace in my heart. And I want to share that love for mankind however I can. And I think that tapping is a form of prayer, just like meditation. So I'm going to be open to miracles happening. This is a miraculous time of year too. Releasing some of my fear now. Letting go of my worry now. There's nothing I can do about it right now, but do my part to spread peace and kindness to whomever I speak to and see, and open for healing. Take a nice deep breath. And just feel that. And if anything got ramped up for you as I started to speak about certain things, just keep tapping. You can even tap without words, and it works because you're connecting with that inner energy system. If you've read or heard anything about the vagus nerve and the vagal theory, this is very much connected to that. We know that this process works for PTSD and really helps our soldiers coming back from the war. And also the PTSD that has happened through the traumas that are happening in our country and elsewhere. I work with women who are in pain for some reason because of their health, and it helps with pain. It helps people heal themselves. So take this moment to heal the anxiety and the worry or the fear, and give yourself permission to relax. Take care of yourself. I'll be back with more. Please contact me if you would like more information, if you'd like some help with how to tap, if you have ideas for me to do videos on or classes on. Let me know. And have a peaceful day and week.